Okay, gentlemen, welcome on the second discussion panel regarding historical timpani and percussion. As before, as the previous one, it's a part of the scholarship from National Recovery Plan for Culture, and I'm delighted to have you all here. The last time, I will just make a short recall what we are talking about on our first panel. So, like the first part was introduction. Everyone introduced themselves and told us about their experiences and work experience with different ensembles and orchestras. Also, later we moved pretty clearly to the topic of the mimicking. Early timpani playing on the contemporary drums, as well as using plastic skins or different types of skins. Martin, you told us a great amount of information about different types of skins and what did you use with Franz Briggen on your potters, and also, we're talking about how us percussionists, timpanists, how we have to be extremely versatile, how our musicality has to be really amazing, because we only have this two drums, or we have just small tambourine or other instrument, and we have to be painters, as Matteo Raboli said, and it was a great, amazing discussion on this topic. Also, one of the question from Larry, who sends his best regards to you all. The question was how we start with the part when we don't have any score to that, and it was about mainly, but more percussion playing, no timpani. So it was. So we are talking about how we go from knowing some traditional dances to creating our own parts to the music. And it was quite interesting, because I during that conversation I felt like we are more jazz musicians there and classical trained percussionists, and it was incredible, because I was feeling that way all before, but it was good to have some confirmation that I'm not alone with this. So. And also that you Martin said that we only have these two notes, and being able to improvise on them properly.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was incredible conversation. To the other participants that are new here, Mateusz, Stephanie, I will send you also the recording from the last session, so you could learn something from this. It was really great meeting, especially that, like, we met first time with all people, but we are talking like old friends. But it's also with the percussionist group that we are friends from the beginning, that we are meeting. So
Well, yeah, maybe we're not friends, but we're connected.
yeah, okay.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, so to have everyone pretty and good connected, please, our new participants, if you could introduce yourself. Oh, Jack is here. Amazing. Jack Holmes from Australia is joining us. Let's give him a second to connect. Hello, Jack. Good to have you here. Could you hear us? Oh, yes. Yeah, from your car office. Everything good with the sound?
Yeah, I can hear everyone.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. I just, I was just speaking what we covered last time. Of course, I had some questions. I had some topics prepared before, but it was amazing because we were driving from one to another pretty much without my interventions. So it was great that it went like this. Uh, okay, so Stephanie, if you could introduce yourself for to us in few words, what do you do, what do you play, why are you here, so we could know you better, please.
My name's Stephanie. I'm mostly a timpanist and also percussionist. I'm freelance in the area where I am, but mostly play, just the typical classical percussion and timpani stuff. I'm here because obviously the history of our instrument is really fascinating, and I think it's important to put some of those practices into modern day playing, even if you don't have the traditional instruments. Plus, it's just kind of fun. It's fun to know your history. It's fun to know where you came from and have a well rounded mindset when it comes to your playing.
Hmm? Okay, great.
And
Mateusz?
where is here?
Sorry?
Where is here? Stephanie said, "I'm here," but is that in the States, United States?
Yeah, I'm in the United States, North Carolina, in the United States.
Well, what part?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, Sean?
Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina. Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. It's great to have you here. Mateusz, are you there? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Mateusz. I'm from Poland. I play now in Royal Polish Opera in Warsaw since 4 years. Before I worked in Olsztyn in Philharmonic and Sinfonia Juventus. It's like orchestra for young people under 30 years. And I'm mostly classical timpanist and percussionist, but I studied also world music, so I like also frame drums or congas, bongos, yeah, like jazz or pop music. I'm here because Bartosz invited me, so I'm interested what will we talk about, and yeah, that's it,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Yeah, great that you are here with us. Uh, so I will ask maybe Mateusz and Stephanie these two questions that I asked everyone other of all of you. Sorry for my English. It's some after 9 after whole day with my daughter. She's amazing, but it's exhausting at the same time. Okay, Stephanie, did you had any encounter, any training before with historical percussion during your studies or on any part of your career?
I I learned some in college. Um, I think we talked about some of the history. We didn't, the school that I went to didn't own any period instruments, but I got a general, wide historical education from kind of, the beginning roots of each country. Um, I don't have access to any period instruments myself, and have rarely had a chance to play on them. I mean, I understand how they work and I understand how they function, um, and all of that. I just don't often get the chance to perform on the instruments as much as I love to, because I love Baroque style music, and you know, the very beginnings of timpani writing are just fun. But it's just not something that is in the repertoire of modern day orchestras. So kind of exploring that is interesting to me, but I don't often get a chance to play on period instruments.
Mhm. And do you have a chance, or your orchestras that you freelance with, do they play sometimes a bit earlier repertoire than classical?
Which era did you say?
Before classical
Yeah,
era.
not often. No, I mean, like as far back as we go is like Bach and Handel.
Mhm.
But that's about as far back as we go.
Yeah, it's quite far. It's enough. It's enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, great. And Mateusz, did you during your studies, because I of course know something about Juventus Orchestra and other places that you were learning, but if you could tell us, did you have an encounter with such music and such musical training during your career?
Yeah, actually, I never studied the Baroque or earlier timpani or music, so it was difficult to, because in Royal Polish Opera we have two different orchestras, ensembles. One is normal classic modern orchestra, and second one is Capella Regia Polona, is like Baroque ensemble. So I play both, and it was stressful actually. And first time I was playing on Baroque timpani or Baroque, yeah, it's in this ensemble. So I learned actually in the work this timpani and the music. I played Rinaldo by Handel, for example, or some earlier Mozart also stuff, or I don't know now, but yeah, it was quite some pieces. So yeah, this is my experience that I learn everything about this in work from other people, how to phrasing, how to yeah, playing this music.
Mhm.
Bartosz,
Yes.
is it correct that I cannot see Mateusz? Neither can I see Stephanie?
Yeah,
Yes, we have the same.
Okay. Stephanie, just before I forget, are you still there?
Yeah, still here.
Yeah. Just as a tip, have you heard of Ben Harms?
I've not.
No, you should get in touch with him. He's from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And this counts for everyone. I mean, if you want to be interested in old timpani, he makes his own timpani, Baroque timpani as well, classic. Very interesting man. And he's somewhere late 70s now, teaching in Boston, if I'm correctly. He plays in the Met, the Philadelphia Baroque, I think, with what's his name, Nick McKeegan. But Ben is a very interesting man, and for everybody, actually, there's a very nice video on YouTube where he plays the piece by my mind is slipping away. Altenburg, with all the alterations. So it starts with bim pom bim bibi pom bim bibi pom pom bim. Bum, 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 bim, bim, like that. And then you get all the variations, like in triplets, in 8th and 16th. It's amazing what he's showing there on his own drums. But he has several types of drums. And as a teacher, he's a very interesting man. but also as a player. And Stephanie, if you're interested, I would definitely look him up, Ben Holmes, and get in touch with him and say hello from me. And another tip is that when I was in New York a couple of times, I rented a studio because I had to practice some pieces I was playing, like Graupner for 6 timps. And I did that on Ludwig or Premier modern drums, just pretending they were, Baroque drums or classical drums. And there are different studios there with people who own these places from, their fathers owned these places, and they have countless number of bass drums starting from the early 1900s. And if you could get hold of one of those older bass drums, you could transform it into an older looking bass drum, which is merely how you could interpret it. You have real skin on those things, natural skin, calf or goat. And that's a way to start off, and you could also talk to the orchestras you work in. Here in Europe, it's becoming very, very common that there's a kind of a subsidy pot fund for having people getting interested in the orchestra and old instruments. So they buy trumpets for them, or they pay a part, they buy all the drums, get them fixed, and that's the way to start playing Handel and Bach, for instance, the horns, natural horns, trumpets, and then drums. So you could actually get these people, trying to get them involved into a kind of supporting fund, which could allow you to get hold of these older drums. And this is merely for Stephanie in the States then, but first of all, get in touch with Ben. He can tell you a lot, and he knows a lot, and he makes great drums with natural skin.
Could you, who was it that just shared that video on YouTube? Could you put that link in the chat?
Sure. Where should I put it?
Marcin, I believe, has it already prepared. Yeah, am I right?
You've got it?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Could you throw that link?
Little higher. Yeah, a little higher. Up.
If you could just paste it into the chat, it's.
Yeah.
How do I do it? Oh, okay, just a second. Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, will do. Just a second.
This meeting is also about education around historical percussion, so that kind of experiences are priceless, I think. So yeah, of course we all knew this video. It's extremely interesting.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Maybe Martin, if you could tell us, what do you think? What kind of books, texts, person like Stephanie should check to get some more theoretical vision? Because I have some two of the books with me. The first is Jeremy Montagu, Timpani and Percussion.
Yes, of course. Yes, definitely.
It's really great source of information.
Yeah.
What?
This one, actually, that's the #1 book. Sorry. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Die Pauke, and it's by Herbert Tobicek. And I'm not sure if you can still get this, because this is an earlier publishing, but I'll show you just. He tells you about all kinds of timpani, how it in sound-wise works. You see, you get stuff like this.
Oh.
He's very thorough. I mean, he tells you about the first timpani solos by Philidor, the brothers of Philidor. That's another one for Stephanie. She can start looking at Jacques Philidor at the solo for timpani, the first solo written in 1701, if I'm right. And they were two brothers at the court of Louis XIV. And his brother Danican was an oboe player. Actually, they both played oboe, they played violin, but they were great timpanists. And they wrote for the court. And these solos are amazing. You can performing on modern drums. I've done it in Warsaw, in the Lutosławski studio with Nic Goda. You know him, eh? First name?
Krzysztof.
Krzysztof, yeah. And it works very well if you cover the timbs a bit, even with plastic heads. You can have a great show. There's a solo piece for one person, and there's a solo for two.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting to play at workshops or just knock people completely out with that piece. Well, this is Tobicek. It's a really interesting book. It's in German, unfortunately, for those. But if you really are interested, you can. I mean, everything about all the timpani up to now is written there. Then you have Blades, the famous American
James Blades, yes.
Blades, which is called, which I have here too, but I don't see it. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. You mentioned Montagu already.
Yes.
This one, everybody's got that probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thick book, lots of work done here. Yeah. You see that, Stephanie?
Yeah, I have that book as well.
Yeah, of course. Well, it helps you out. There's some more, but
Yeah. For sure, this is also available, for example, on the Apple Books. Timpani Tone, Interpretation of Baroque Classical Music by Steven Schweitzer.
Yeah.
Very, very nice stuff for if you would like to learn.
Yeah, there's another one here I have of a guy I've met in
Pauken and Paukenspiel.
Yeah, it's by Harold Buchta. He's a German guy. We met at a kind of a percussion meeting at a monastery, 2015, I think. And this is really very interesting as a science book, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I had also a question about the reconstructions of old timpani part or percussion timpani part, but we already talked about the Philidor. So it's it's like one of the most important.
Yeah, I do have, of course, the pieces by Babylon, which was another courtyard timpanist, and he knew these other brothers. He was actually a little earlier, and I think in Tobicek's book, Die Pauke, you can find examples of this. I have them. If you're interested, you can always. I can send any of you some excerpts. It's fantastic stuff because it builds up from bar to bar, and each bar, in a lot of excerpts he makes or compositions, he adds a phrase to the bar. So sometimes you really get lost. Where is the one? Well, the one's quite clear, but where is the phrase starting? Very interesting stuff in those days. Amazing, actually. Philidor is quite straightforward.
Yeah.
You need to follow for the ear. But Babylon is something really difficult because you have to make clear where you are, in musical wise. It's very hard to play that exciting. There's no dynamics written out, nothing. So you can really make your own thing of it. Interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Stephanie, don't worry. As you can see, like everybody here in this group, and from the previous meeting, other with nice people from New Zealand, from Germany, from other places, extraordinary players also. Everybody started by and to Mateusz also from just by playing this music with research. For me personally, as I was speaking last time, I was lucky that I met and I started this journey with a trumpet player, natural trumpet player. So from the early age of like 12 years old, I was playing with trumpets, and this type of playing is what influenced me mostly. This kind of phrasing, this kind of thinking about breathing in the music. So like last month we were playing Messiah, and just it's so simple. Da 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 da. It's like it's only two notes, simple rhythm, but there are hundreds ways to play it. But which to choose? It's like I was listening. Of course, I was playing that before with them, so I already knew what they will do. But to think in the longer phrasing, da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum, not playing every repetition of the rhythm, nothing was the same, pretty much. So that's incredible thing to. In my opinion, to learn, to listen to the guys on brass and woodwinds, how they phrase their music and try to achieve similar style on approach on percussion. It's hard, but it's something that teach you extreme amount of information about your own instrument.
Yeah, and even if you don't have a trumpet, you could, if you listen to the text, it's a kind of a repetition thing. So, and I think also for percussion or timpani, it's so important that you tell your own story within the ensemble. So if you would see the text and it's hallelujah, you don't say hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You don't talk like that. So how would you tell a child, for instance? How would you, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah? This is what you want. This is what the piece is about. Shout it out. So you have to phrase it. And I think even without the trumpets, this is for everyone to teach a way to, how would you say it? And if you can say it, you can play it.
Or if you can sing it. It's also helpful, yes.
It's more important.
Yeah. Also, we know from that when in Bible when they wanted to highlight something, they were repeating this text. So it's the same.
Yeah.
So it's like hallelujah, hallelujah. 3 times was the most powerful of the way how to highlight the importance of that of speech.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys, anybody has any questions, please?
I say that to my students all the time that sing it. If you can't sing it, you can't play it.
No,
you can't sing it or count it the way you want it to sound. It's not going to come out that way.
No.
Speaking of Handel, since it is, quote, the season, and I don't have an opportunity to play on period instruments, are any of you playing on contemporary instruments but trying to make it sound period with muffling, etc., etc.?
Yes,
How
yes.
the best way to muffle to make it sound good?
Okay. Marcin, Jack, Jan, we were talking about this last time.
Yes, I think you can experiment with mungels, with pieces of leather, pieces of felt, and some paper clips to put them on the rims, and then experiment with different sizes of leather and felt, whatever you can find at your home. Actually, it might be like very effective muffler, and then different kinds of mallets, maybe not necessarily wood all the time. I'm not sure, but depending on the situation, it mustn't be wood. It might be lots of flannel or leather mallets, like the sandwich course mallets, or felt and leather mallets with not very tightly tightened leather on them, or even like a calfo skin tightened on the felt. I recently found from in-sound mallets, I think, like very hard pergament on the felt, and it sounds great as well. The plastic head. Yeah.
The only thing is, Martin, that my experience with modern instruments, they're so big and boomy.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And I think the only way to do it correctly is what you say, muffling with kinds of leather or stuff on the side, or maybe even in the middle. But I would prefer keep on wooden sticks. But the quality of the sticks is very important, not just any stick. The quality is very important, and you have to adjust your technique. You have to play much lower, much more effective, and more on the side, maybe even without, not losing the sound, but I'm
the rhythms, right?
Yes, absolutely sure you have to stick to wood, but it comes down to your way of playing, approaching. Just think of it as a small drum, and then you already win 50%. But if you start moving around with all kinds of mallets, it doesn't work. It never works for me. And no.
Okay.
And what I hear always, I really appreciate the effort, but it's so much hassle. Stick to a nice wooden stick and look for the muffling around it. That's my idea. Yeah. What about the other guys?
I have a question. Do you play only wooden mallets on historical and baroque timpani?
No. Sticks I have my own design, by the way. I have leather around them, the leather you wash the windows with. I don't know how you call it in English, but you buy a nice piece at the
chamois. It's called chamois.
The chamois. That's
yes.
And you have to go to the drugstore and just find a nice piece. You cut the best piece out, or even if you want a harder piece, you can choose. And I do it in different layers. Either one layer, it depends on how soft you want it. And then I have a version of leather around it. But again, to me, already then it become very dark. But also with, I have 3 models of sticks, and the middle model is is more massive because it's more wood. And if you use that for softer pieces, you can get a nice round sound, in my experience, by adjusting how you play with the sticks. So it's often people often try to find in different kinds of sticks. The best compliment I ever got was from an older lady in the Concertgebouw in Amsterdam, and I think we played Beethoven's symphony, or maybe could have also been Schubert. And she came to me and she said, "Oh, it's so amazing because I come here very often, and also with period instrument orchestras, and everybody has this stand with a lot of sticks." She said, "But you play only with one pair, but you get so many different sounds." I said, "Thank you so much." I gave her a kiss. I said, exactly what I'm trying to achieve my whole life. And sometimes it works. It depends also, of course, it depends on the drums you're working on. But if you look in that direction, I believe more in that direction than all kinds of mallets and sticks. Find the stick you love best. Find a carpenter, which I did. and ask him to make your own sticks, like your own balance, forward, backward, whatever. And if you look carefully, you can always find somebody who's really interested in wanting to go that far with you. And it's a little investment, of course, but it's worthwhile after, you'll be so happy. And it's not a commercial thing, but you can't live on it. Because, a good wood carpenter, he would say, I can make you like 50 pairs, but not less, because he has to make a lot of trials before he can get the right stick. And then he puts in a computer, but always has to adjust by hand where to make the curves, things like that. But it's a little investment, but for your lifetime, you're going to be so happy with your own stick. And if other people like them, Bartosz, you have them, then, then you'll be lucky even if you get your investment out of it, but it's not a commercial thing. It's not about that, not for me at least. But it takes research and the will to go that far. And it makes a hell of a difference. If you've done that, you will never in your life anymore want to buy any Kaufmann or whatever kind of stick, which is so-called so popular. It's your own thing. That's more important. Yeah. But it takes an effort. That's true. Yeah. Okay, I've said enough. Now somebody else.
The historical timpani, I think, teaches you a lot about articulation and hundreds of different types of strokes on the same drum, how to use the skin, different parts of skin to achieve the sound. And I found myself to use sometimes, like 1-2 pairs, no more during each concert, because you can achieve on especially on the good drums. So we play the good drums. So we have we can achieve pretty much every sound with this, just with different weight put into the motion.
Exactly.
So different part. I found, for example, because I use you said, Martin, that you used mostly calf on your potters because of the various repertoire from pretty much very early up to romantic.
Yes.
Repertoire. I have some. I'm not sure the brand of the goat skin. It was put on them on my potters by Relling Bremen, but it's not Zonberg.
No.
I'm not sure which manufacturer was that. But so, for example, if I play some early repertoire, I move a bit not from the belly, a bit more to this corner. A bit nearer the spine.
Yes.
It has a bit more higher frequencies. It melts nice with the old trumpet. And like for pieces like Handel, when we want this massive sound, because I read somewhere that during his time Handel had 36, 34-inch drums to his disposal. So extremely big. So we can think that he knew the type of sound that he wanted. The big, round, punchy, of course, during outside performances like water music, etc., etc. It's hard to speak about tuning, but we can think about the type of the sound he could want then.
But it's like, I think maybe last time I told you all, I was in Naumburg once under Leipzig in Germany. And Naumburg is not only the town of Nietzsche, the philosopher, but also the town where Bach had an organ made for the church there in the dome. And not only that, but he was actually present at the presentation of this organ by the famous maker of which I cannot remember the name right now, but he made all the organs for Bach, which were assigned by Bach. And he came in the church when this organ was presented, and then he went to the priest, and he said, "Do you have a choir here?" He said, "Yes, we have a choir also." He said, "Do you also have timpani?" He said, "No, not timpani. Why?" He said, "Well, this is such a beautiful church with these organ, and if you have a good choir, you should have a pair of timpani." And then he assigned, the church assigned a timpani maker, which Bach knew, to make this timpani, these two. And I went there I got permission to look, and it's up next to the organ, and there's only one left. And in the war, the other one disappeared. And if I'm quick, while you guys talk, maybe I can find the picture.
Oh my God, yes, please.
It's amazing. But then you talk about sizes, and everybody says, yeah, Bach, you need smaller timps. But this bigger timp, which I hope was the biggest one, was at least 27.5, 28 inch. And not 26 and not 25 or 24, which a lot of people think this is for Bach, even 24 or 23, 21 or 20.5 inch. But this one is at least 27.5. I'll try to look at the picture. So then you can see that this is in the time of Bach, while we all thought he used smaller timps. No way. But okay, I'll while we talk, I can look it up, see if I can find it quickly. It had a broken skin, and it had a trumpet beak in the bottom, and very beautiful decorated, but not taken care of. A lot of dints, and unfortunately.
Okay, so during when Martin is looking for a picture, I will ask our new participants what maybe Mateusz, because you play in the ensemble like this. What was the hardest thing for you when you had to play your were performing in such ensemble? What was the hardest thing for you?
First of all, I think the tuning. It was for me different and stressful also, because it's completely different from modern timpani. So for me it was new thing, and I play in Adam's Baroque timpani, so it's not also like area timpani. They have the central I don't know the word, but
fine tuner.
Fine
tuner.
Fine tuner. So a little bit easier. Yeah, but it stayed different tuning. So I think it was my my experience for and what else?
I mean, it was your first experience on these older drums, or modern older?
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. Yeah, because in Poland we don't have actually the historical timpani study, or it's trumpet and other instruments, but I don't know. Maybe somewhere is, but I don't know. No.
Yes, but you guys don't know what's his name? Kop, something with K.
Kopeć.
Jarek. Yes.
He has beautiful collection.
Yes, we know. Of course, we know him.
He's a collector. I know, more than maybe a player, but there are beautiful instruments there.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Jarek Kopeć,
Yeah, that's his name.
Jarosław, yes. Also Ryszard Chaba from Krakow, the first principal timpanist from Krakow, Krakow
Yes,
Philharmonic.
that's correct. Yeah.
Yes, yes. He also have amazing collection, like 25 old drums.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, but he doesn't allow anyone near them. I was
I
lucky
think I
to.
once rented them when I played in Krakow with
Okay.
Fabio Biondi and Europa Galante, the Italian group.
Mhm.
Then I got some timps which were from the Krakow timpanist.
Yeah, so that was from
Yeah.
Richard,
Yeah.
Richard Chaba.
Yeah.
I was lucky also to play on this. I think because he had like one or two pairs ready for playing, and there was once a performance of water music and fireworks that he couldn't go, and he asked me to jump in. So, but the crazy thing was that we were playing on a bridge. So it was water music over the water.
Over the water.
Summer evening. So if you could imagine what was
Yes.
going with the tuning. So
Yes.
I was playing with one hand, and the second hand was cranking the screws up and up and up. I believe who was conducting that? Oh my God, the countertenor, amazing countertenor. What's his name? My
Jaruski.
God. No. Oh
Like
Jesus.
chance.
No.
Mm.
Maybe it will come back. But yes, so the last moment of fireworks music, of course, fireworks around. Water below the bridge is it's the old historical bridge in everything in Grodzisk. Yeah, so it was the last. It was the end of the screw, so I could not reach any higher on the last notes. Especially they of course wanted to do an encore of the last of the bure. It was amazing, but yeah, like you, Mateusz, said, the tuning sometimes can be tricky on the skin in the church. So you tune yourself, and then you come back 10 minutes later for a performance. More people come into the church, and it's totally different thing.
Yes. So it was the most stressful and difficult for me thing to start playing this music also on a historical timpani. I think.
This is for instance, I was for Stephanie. I was on a tour in the States with the Japanese orchestra with Bach Collegium, Japan. And these are the drums. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to find it. Yeah. By Ben Holmes, which we rented. And this was in Chicago, I think. You see him here on the left, I think. Oh, it's gone. Sorry. But there we are again. Yeah.
Okay.
Beautifully made, and they look old.
The most important.
And this is, I think, a thinner goat skin. What is on it? That sounds absolutely great, and the tuning was. I mean, first of all, if you have good ears, then the tuning on these was so easy and to tune, and because it was goat, it was kind of stable also. And in the States they have air conditioning everywhere, so you can get used to the climatizing very soon. I'm still looking for that picture. I'm almost there, I think. I hope. But anyway, this one was for Stephanie to see, and anybody else actually. If it's so hard to get original old drums, but Ben still makes them.
Yeah. Guys, do you have any? Because Mateusz says he's playing Adams Baroque.
Yeah.
I know them also, but they have quite thick copper, so this, and it mutes a bit of the sound of the bowl.
Yeah.
Quite thick bowl. Do you guys, Marcin, Jack, Jan, do you have experience, for example, with Lefima Timpani?
Yes,
Lefima.
Latinas. I think they are mainly common in Europe, maybe, or I think also in Poland, in Czech, definitely. These chain ones, if you mean.
Yeah, with the belt around, yeah.
Yeah, usually have them on academies there in
Yes.
Brno.
Dresden
So
as well.
can
Marcin?
be really messy when it's like bad weather and like these chains like fall. So to adapt, it's hard if you experiment it.
Marcin, did you say something?
Yeah, yes, they also have them in Dresden, the Music Hochschule. But I always found them like not very resonant drums, like quite dark and maybe short, and I don't know, not very open sounding drums.
No, it's very boomy.
Hmm.
To be honest, I hate both Lefima and Adams.
Hmm.
And
Adams are cheap. That's their
Adams is
most.
made here in Holland, and the amazing thing is that they've never asked me anything about how would you want this, or they've never offered me anything. That's not the reason I hate it, but I've played it a lot. Like Spain, you have to rent stuff,
Yeah.
and you get either Lefima or Adams. I just hated both. I mean, Lefima is like a modern drum without pedals. Sounds exactly the same. And often you have these calvo or too thick skins on it. You cannot phrase anything. You cannot do anything dynamically. I would rather get some modern drums, take all the pedals off and do it myself than make it shorter. By the way, these are the drums of Janes. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know them, right?
I would like to ask. Could you
Yes.
recommend? Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
And they sound incredibly beautiful. These really nice.
Yeah, and where can we buy, for example, drums like this?
Like nowhere in the world.
Yeah.
It's not available. It's not available. Yeah, I know that Relink in Bremen, they had a pair. And there's a Spanish guy who lives in Den Haag, in The Hague, and he bought them. He was student at the Hague Conservatory. He's been doing quite some lessons with me too. And he bought them for €9,000, and they're really beautiful. And that's the only pair I know competitive to those of Jannik in that shape, in that. Yeah. But for the rest, there's nothing. No, it's very hard to get something really nice and original, really.
Yeah, I'm trying for 15 years now. It's hard to get something.
But you have potters.
Yes, I have potters. I'm lucky to have them, and like I pretty much don't need anything else. Maybe some crank, kurbelpauken.
Yeah.
To play some modern repertoire with more sound, but Mateusz, so we, as you can hear, we both play Henry Potter teams from yeah. So
I didn't know this. To be honest, this
brand Potter
drum. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing instruments.
He's actually János Kese. He was a Hungarian timpanist who fled to Ireland first with his parents, when in 1956, of course. And then he became a student, and then they went to London. And János, he played with Simon Rattle and the Age of Enlightenment. He did all the Glyndebourne operas, and he was timpanist of the BBC or the London Philharmonic. I mean, all the James Bond movies, all the timpani parts there are played by János Kecskés. And he was the first one to actually discover potters in on the attic of the drum shop and trumpet shop, Potter, in London. And they had drums from the French Revolution and trumpets from that time, but the whole place burned down. They lost everything. It was stolen once, but some was found back, and then everything burned down. And now there's only one guy who makes these Potter timps, and he split actually from the business manager, David Leach, and Pete Woods is the only one who makes them. But I think the waiting list is now like 6-7 years.
Oh.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found my set used. The owner was Klaus Reda.
Yeah.
And they were in Relling, Bremen. They have sometimes quite interesting instruments.
Yeah. But they were from Peppy Wiersma, which was a timpanist here in Holland with the Radio Chamber Orchestra.
Okay.
And they also, she had 4 timps, just like me, 4 potters. And she went to Relling and said, "Can you sell these for me?" Or Klaus.
Okay. Klaus,
and I think Klaus bought them and he gave them back because he wasn't doing much, I think, and then you came along.
Yes. I'm so lucky with them. They're so versatile. It's because they're copies of cavalry drums.
Yes.
From the late 17th century.
Yeah.
From the late 18th century. Sorry.
18th century. Yeah.
It's like Baroque classical drums.
Yes. Yeah.
So they are so versatile.
Yeah.
For the people, others who don't know, I saw Maarten working and recording on these drums all 9 symphonies by Beethoven. Yeah, in Polish radio. So that's incredible.
Great fun. Wonderful. Stephanie, are you still there?
I'm still here. That's super cool.
Okay.
I'm just soaking it in.
Yeah. I was wondering, what do you play on when you in the orchestra you play with? What kind of instruments do you have there?
I usually play on Adams and Ludwig and occasionally, unfortunately, Majestics. Those are the brands that are, most popular here for some reason. But it's all plastic. Nobody does real skins in my state, and not too often in the United States.
And synthetic skin?
Yeah, a lot of synthetic.
Sorry?
A lot of synthetic, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's already an achievement. I mean it. It makes a hell of a difference, doesn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah.
And I like the Ludwigs, the modern. I call them modern with pedals, eh?
Yeah, they're nice. I like Ludwig. I'm okay with Adams.
Yeah.
Depending on the venue,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, but I mean, if you would approach like Beethoven. Or maybe even a Messiah, then the Ludwigs could be nice. I like those older drums.
Yeah, the last time I played Handel, it was on some big, tall symphonic style, not symphonic style, but the not the nicest range, but just below that. Some plastic heads and I played wood and it was fine, and I used a moon gel or 2, I forget.
Oh, good.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
They got me through.
No, but we always want to be better than the last time, don't we?
Yes.
That's part of the trying to get the old sound. I'm still looking for the drums, guys. Sorry.
What do you think about Schneller, classical Adams Schneller? This model.
Yeah, beautiful. really beautiful for modern orchestra. It's my opinion. I'm sorry. Who were you asking? I'm just.
Mateusz. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but for Baroque, era Baroque also, what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be, you have also these turnable timbs now, huh? By Sneller. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
not really difficult to carry.
Yeah. That's
I think they work perfectly.
smaller a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a bit thicker head.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah, with Adam's Schneller is great that they have the different shape of the bowl. It's not so deep, so the sound is not boomy. Yeah. So with nice skin, you get nice articulation, and in general, the bowl vibrates amazingly. Like I tried all the Adams Baroque teams, so you just strike the bowl and you can hear nothing. With Potters, it's totally different, so you can hear it ringing. Yes, Martin, do you have a similar experience?
Yes.
And it's the same with contemporary timpani, like the Adams Schneller. They made really great job. So it's you can strike it. It's like it vibrates pretty well. Stephanie, if you experiment with moonshells, try 3 and put them 2 on the sides and 1 in the middle, so it will cut the frequencies like backbone, similar.
Yeah.
So that's nice. It's nice web page, Well Tempered Timpani. I don't remember. So I'm not. I don't remember who's writing it. Who's writing there, but he wrote about this technique, and I read it long ago, and I was using it quite successfully on modern drums. nice. Funny thing. I was using for some time and a few performances Adam's Revolution timpani, because you can detach the bowl from the downside, put it on the cross stand, and from far away you have bowls on a cross stand. So that looks quite quite good.
Quite amazing, yeah. Can imagine.
Really good.
Yes, and they also have fine tuner. So if you have like changes from C to D, and you have to do it quickly, just it's of course not the thing that I would like to do more, but it was back a few years ago. I use it.
Another picture for Stephanie. Another pair of drums I had in this American tour we did. I had 3 different kinds of drums by Ben Holmes. So you can see that the armory is very different from the first.
Mm-hmm.
The skins are tucked really roughly, very quickly. The other skin of the smaller timp is very old, as you can see. But my experience is also never change the skin until it doesn't sound at all. And especially for older music, it's not. I don't mean getting sloppy on hearing, but because I'm very keen on exact hearing. But sometimes, a used skin can sound, a bit older, not too beautiful. You know what I mean? You can really punch it, especially with Beethoven. You can really knock it out, which is good. So, but this was actually for Stephanie. It's really get in touch with Ben. He's a great guy, very nice man, and he can tell you a lot. He knows more than me. Absolutely. I'm still looking for that picture, but maybe we should not. I shouldn't get carried away. I can always send it to you all if you want some info.
I would love that and any of the excerpts you were speaking of earlier.
Okay.
I love that.
But then you need my email address.
Yeah.
Well, I have a website, just my name, martinvandervalk.com. And there you can leave a message and I get it in my email. Then you already, when we're communicating, then you have my email.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, guys, it's quite late. I don't want to keep you here too long, so I will just have like two questions to the end. One from because I already see that there is need, and it would be great to meet another time also with another guys like Mateusz or Peter Bauer to maybe speak more about the percussion playing.
Yes.
In in that kind of music, so it would be nice to maybe meet once more. But for now, maybe it's mostly to Marcin, Czech, Jan, other guys with a bit less experience. Do you think that in music academies should be a specialty called like historical timpani and percussion, or should it be more like before, so you get into the ensemble, or you just start playing and making research like we did before? What do you think about this? Please tell me, because it's also nice. It's also important for my research on this matter. What do you think about this?
It's something I would like to see covered more. So I've just finished my bachelor's degree and it wasn't really mentioned at all. I did a little bit of sort of early music stuff as a general course, and it was mentioned maybe for half an hour about historical percussion, similar stuff we've talked about, like hand tuning drums, smaller drums, natural skins, and then they move straight on to other historical instruments. So yeah, it's something I would like to have covered more, but here in Australia, we don't really have a whole lot of historical instruments, so there's not that sort of, I guess, no demand for talking about it. It's more something that some people have an interest in, and it's a very small community. So yeah, I think it would be good to be covered more.
There is a Paul Dwyer's. Does that say something to you?
What was that, sorry?
Paul Dwyer's. D-W-Y-E-R-S. He's an early music fanatic. And I think he's even got a band there, which I can look up for you.
I think I recognize the name. Not someone I know personally, but
No. But yeah, if you can get hold of him, he's very much into this kind of stuff since the last 20 years, as far as I know.
yeah, okay. Yeah, great.
Yeah. So he can help you out and people who are involved in that scene.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you can't find it, send me a mail too, and I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
I
will do. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I have to go, everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, my first student has arrived for the day, but thank you.
Okay. Have a good day.
Good
Bye
luck.
bye.
Nice meeting you, Jack.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, about that thing that learning it in the academy, Marcin, Jan, what do you think?
Yes, I would love to have had it in the beginning of the studies, actually, just to sort of start in the beginning of a timpani, not trying to like delve into it now after doing masters in Poland and Germany and in England and so on, and orchestra academies. No one really mentions it at all. Yeah, I think in Poland we had orchestral studies. We did some Beethoven symphonies, and that was the earliest as it got. And I recently read some books of, I think, Bowles,
Edmund Bowles.
Edmund Bowles, exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So some of his books in London. Yes.
Yeah. No, I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Very good.
Yes.
Excellent.
It's more like a history. He doesn't say a lot of like practice, more of a history,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, but you really need to look for yourself. But at the music academy in Poland, it's mostly like technique and exams, and in Germany is auditions, and no one really cares about. Exactly, yes. So we're winning an audition, and then if you won't make it, yeah, it's you're not lucky enough. But no one really talks about like Baroque, timpani.
No, but it's the same actually. Also, it's very funny in Holland. We have the Hague is considered to be one of the the best in Europe if it comes to early music, and Amsterdam, especially string players, trumpet. But there's no timpani. I mean, I get all the master students who are interested. I give master classes there. And then I get the pupils who are really interested. And some of them really get nice work. They end up really very happy. But it's so funny. We used to have in Amsterdam at the conservatory, there used to be a job for Baroque timpani, early music timpani. And that was given to people who had a main course like trumpet or something else, and they could do timpani extra, just for rhythm and stuff like that, and learn about it. But that was pushed away because of money. And if you come down to it, I have these discussions sometimes also in The Hague. They're saying, guys, what's going on? Yeah, but we don't have time for that. See, but listen, this is the new world. All the orchestras, especially in Europe, they want older drums, they want natural horns and natural trumpets. Why isn't there any vacancy for, but the timpani teacher, he can do that when he has time. But then you get all these pupils from the schools who are really eager to come. And then they look for people like me who are in the field. Say, can you help me out? I'm trying this and that. Very strange, very funny. I don't get it, but this is how it is. Somehow people don't want to spoil their time with it or something funny. But I totally agree, Marcin. Don't give up the battle.
Oh yeah, yes.
Maybe you should do something about it in Poland.
Oh, maybe. I don't live there right now, but maybe someday. Yeah.
This actually, I think when I was doing a summer course in Poland at the conservatory, at the academy, I think 2016 or 15 and 16, it was actually just Krzysztof Niczgoda and a guy from Japan all the way. 2 pupils. That's because people are not, they did a lot of advertising, but people are not acquainted with the fact that it's possible to have lessons in this field. Very strange.
Yeah, I remember that you had it, but
yeah.
I was outside Poland at that time. Oh, it was so pity.
Yeah.
But I heard that you worked basically with Krzysztof then.
Yeah.
I was speaking with him about this. Yeah, Krzysztof was so grateful about that.
We had a great time. He was a very eager guy also, and very nice.
When you were, what was I didn't hear about this.
When I can't remember. I think it was 2015, 16, maybe 16.
Okay. So it's a few years ago.
Maybe 18. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
True. Okay,
guys. I'm off too.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I will try to connect us and to see you more in the future. It will be amazing to talk about more about timpani or about all those other instruments. It's also interesting idea. Maybe we could ask Peter or Mateo to speak about some tamburello stuff. It would be I would like to do this by myself, but let's share a bit of this. It's incredible. So thank you one more time for being here. Thank you, Maarten, for sharing your expertise also with us and other guys. Thank you, Stefani. Thank you, Mateusz, for joining us today. Hope you got something from this, and so you could grow like we all during those discussions. And yeah, let's stay in touch, please. And
yeah, let's do that. And you, good luck with your scription, with your.
Oh yeah, I will send you recording from the last time. I will send you recording from this time.
Nice.
I believe I cut from the first panel. I cut only the one part when I was so tired. I was trying to express, my my thankfulness to other people, and I just had to cut this because it was so embarrassing. But we have everything else there. So
good.
Thank you
so much
and
for hosting. This was really wonderful. I appreciate it.
Yeah, great that you were with us, Stefan.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Also, have a nice evening.
Yeah. Good day and good night.